Hello. If you're watching this as recording, just skip ahead 3 minutes. We'll get you started. Just hang out here. Kaya, hi. Just gonna leave it open for a couple minutes until we get a little gang together. Tay, hi Tay. This will be fun. We're gonna do arms and abs today. Getting ready for bikini bod. Pixie too. Hey? So if you're hanging out at home, hi Sue. If you guys are just hanging out, go relax on your mat. Kind of enjoy the little peace and quiet before we get going, because it'll be a little bit more of a fast-paced one, I guess, today. In and out in 30 minutes. Awesome. Hi, Sue. All right. I'm going to get myself on my mat, too. And just hang out here. Hopefully everyone's been having a good morning so far. Maybe enjoying the sunshine. I know I have. It's been great. I was wondering if anyone would even jump on this little quick yoga practice. Thought they'd be running out outside, so I'm thankful you guys are here with me. I don't like yogaing alone. So let's all just we'll kind of get started just with a little breathing. Sit comfortably, shoulders down and back, necks relax, and just start to breathe. Shake off any of the tension, and we'll try to just kind of clear our minds so we can be really here and present and just focus on these next 30 minutes. Let's do 10 more breaths just like that. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. Feel your shoulders release with every exhale. Good. You can find just a little gentle movement. Wake up your body. And then all together, one final deep inhale and exhale. The biggest one all morning, in through your nose and out through your mouth. From here, let's start with some movement with our neck, rolling it side to side. And then bring your head back to the center after your last one. Hands on your knees, and let's move the torso, drawing big circles, arching the back as you come through, tucking your chin as you round back. Make your circles a little smaller until you come right on up to sitting. And then see if we're getting any little better here at taking our hands into fists, pressing our knuckles down, lifting our body off the ground, and see if you can lift your legs off the ground. We're going to switch the cross of our legs. Any way that works. You don't have to do it that way. So just bring the opposite leg in the front And then you're going to do your circles in the opposite direction. Let your shoulders get loose, your head. This doesn't have to look a certain way. It's okay if your hips peel off the ground. There we go. Make your circles a little smaller. Keep rotating until you come all the way up to seated. And then we're going to lengthen our legs out in front of us. Wiggle them out. Move the fleshy part of your glutes out of the way a little bit so you can sit up nice and tall. Hands down by your sides, pressing to the floor. Try to have a really long back here. You might need to sit on a little prop. Engage your legs. You're pressing the back of your kneecaps into the ground, toes pointing up, shoulders back and down. Sit up nice and tall. This on its own is quite tough. We have tight hip flexors if we're sitting often. So maybe you just stay here working on really engaging everything. Almost like you're lifting your heels off the ground. Chest is lifted, heart is open. All right, so maybe you're working there on your staff pose just like that, or you're gonna try lifting one heel up off the ground at a time. Try to use your core and your hip flexors. Try to avoid leaning back to do it. Really try to keep that strong stance up here and lift it up, one at a time. Woo! Couple more times. And then let it go. Good. Hands are braced behind you. Bend at the knees and rock back and forth. Bringing your knees back to the center, fingertips on the floor pointing towards your heels. You're going to open your chest up, press into your feet, and see if you can come right on up to a reverse tabletop. Big shoulder stretch at the front of your shoulders. Keep trying to lift your hips up. Press away from the ground with your feet and your hands. Neck is relaxed. Good. You're using your glutes to keep you up here and your hamstrings. Now, as you slowly bring your hips down, see if you can hover them off the ground in between your hands. Slide your hips back, legs get straight, trying to lift your body off the ground there. And then relax your seat to the floor. Awesome. Bending at the knees, hands can come underneath the knees, chest lifts. And we're going to practice our boat. You can either jump right into boat if it's in your practice, or balance on your toes and try lifting one leg up at a time. Try to have a long back, chest is lifted. And feel free to keep lifting one leg at a time, or take your boat pose. Reaching your hands towards your heels. If you're really feeling it today, those legs can be straight. Whatever works for you. Today's a core class, core and arms. We're getting it warmed up already. This one's a toughie. Squeeze your legs together. Try to lift your shins parallel if they're bent. Breathe a little. Hands underneath the knees. Cross the ankles and rock back and forth. Release the pose there. Massage your lower back. And rock and roll forward and back until you come up to seated. Take a little peek at the screen. I'm going to show you something there for fun. So we're going to find our way to tabletop any way you want, or try like this. You're going to bring your hands out in front, your ankles stay crossed, you're rocking forward and backwards to get some momentum, and then as you rock forward, plant your hands and jump your legs back. And then we'll meet in tabletop. So whatever version you'd like, maybe try that one, or just swing your legs over and come to tabletop. So from here, let's do some cat-cows, arching and rounding the back, warming up our wrists and our shoulders. follow your own breathing here. You inhale as you take your gaze up, drop the belly, chest comes through. And then exhale as you tuck your tail around your upper back. One more inhale and exhale. And then we'll meet in down dog. Crawl your hands forward a little bit. Spread your fingers, lift your hips up. And find a little bit of movement in your first down dog. Now a little stillness in your down dog. Send that tailbone up towards the ceiling, pressing away from both hands. Core is engaged. And come forward into your plank. Shoulders over the wrists. Squeeze your legs, squeeze your glutes. Press away from the floor. And then knees come down and lower your chin and chest to the floor. Untuck your toes. Find a little baby cobra. Opening your heart up, pulling your shoulders back. Squeeze your glutes. Protect your low back. And roll down. Let's press back up to down dog. Now that's one option of vinyasa that you can use at any time. They're common in sun salutations if you've ever done other yoga classes. Now let's come forward into plank. You can either stick with your knees on the ground if you're working up to it, or keep your knees lifted and slowly lower all the way to the floor. Untuck your toes, maybe a little deeper cobra here. Supporting with your hands, pulling your chest and your heart up. Squeeze your legs and your glutes. Belly button lifts up. And then roll down. We meet in down dog. The arms are getting warmed up already. Coming forward into your plank. Either of those options work, or challenge yourself with chaturanga to up dog. So you shift your chest forward a little bit, bend your elbows 90 degrees, flip over on your toes, knees stay lifted, up dog. And we'll all meet in down dog. Hold here in your down dog. We're going to switch it up a little bit. Taking your right leg, lift it up nice and high, and you're going to step it up and over to the outside of your right hand for a little wide low lunge there. If it feels better for you, you can drop the back knee. Have a little bit of gentle movement here, opening up your hip. And then we're going to plant our hands, make some space, and step right back to that down dog. Now let's take it on the other side. Left leg lifts up. Step up and over to the outside of that left hand. Feel free to drop the back knee. A little bit of organic movement there. Deepening in the hip. Now let's add a little more. Plant those hands down, step right back to your down dog. We're going to pick up that right leg, use our core to help step it up to the outside of that right hand again, but this time we'll add a twist. So plant that inside left hand, right hand is going to reach up towards the ceiling. Shoulders away from the ears. Reach back with your back heel and forward with the crown of your head, nice long back, twist from your chest. And bring your hand back down. Find some space by pressing away from the floor. Use your core, step right back. Down dog. All right, other side, left leg lifts up. Step it forward outside of the left hand. Good. We can take a twist on this side now too. Right hand comes down to the middle. Left hand reaches up. Remember, long in the back, open from your chest, stack your shoulders. Remember, the neck's an extension of your spine, so try not to let it hang, keep it nice and long. And drop the top hand down, down dog. Doing that one more time each side. Take that right leg, step it up to the outside of the right hand. Now a couple options here. If you need a little break, drop that back knee, kind of hang out here a little bit, gentle movement. Or if you want to add a little bit more, keep that back leg lifted. Support yourself with your left hand pressing into the floor, and you're going to get that back leg, kick it through in between your hand and your foot. You can grab a hold of it if you'd like. A little bit of pretzel action happening today. Give you a second to try to get there. Nice. Now, to get back, you got to press into that standing foot and the standing hand. Make yourself a little room, engage your core, and kick it back. Good work. Try something outside of your comfort zone. Let's try the other side. Step back to your down dog. Left leg lifts up, step it up and forward outside of your left hand. Remember, if you need a bit more of a relax before our workout, drop that back knee, hang out here. If you want to try the kick through, lift that back knee. Make sure you're gripping the floor with your right hand, steady in your left foot. Find some space, use your core, bring that right leg through. Feel free to grab a hold of the foot if you'd like. Now the little transition from here. Make sure to use your core, find some space, send the leg back, and down dog. We'll all meet here in down dog. Widen your feet a little bit, heels are up, knees are bent, and walk your hands back so you're in a squat at the back of your mat. You can have a little bouncing here, keep sending your hips down and back, cores engaged, shoulders back and down. Good. And then press right up to standing, couple little side bends. Let your hands relax down, shake it out, kick your legs out. Grab a little sip of water if you need. And then we're gonna get to our workout. Just give you a little second. Coming to check in. Hello, hello. All right, workout time. Let's do it. So we're gonna do 30-second intervals. So you're gonna come on down to your mat. First 30 seconds, two options. Either forearm plank on your toes or your knees, or you're gonna do some plank ups. You're gonna walk up to a full plank and down. Up. I'll tell you when it's halfway, and then you can go up with your opposite hand. All right, so pick your poison, forearm plank or plank ups, and I'll start the time in 3, 2, 1, go. You should have some music blasting it on your end to make it fun. Halfway there, just switch the hand that you're pressing up with first. Less than 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. 15 seconds. Take a look at your guns, see if they're large and in charge yet. All right, so in 5 seconds, we're gonna do ab bike. So you're gonna go on your back, hands behind your head, press your low back into the floor, and you're gonna cross your body and tap opposite knee to opposite elbow. Let's start in 3, 2, 1, go. Less than 10 seconds. just roll on over to your belly there, catching our breath for a little bit. We're gonna move on to side planks. So you can go on your forearm and on your knees, lift your hips up, or you can stack your feet, lift your hips up, or if your wrists feel fine, you can go onto your palm and do a full side plank just like that. We'll do 30 seconds. Let's all start on the right side. So whichever version of side plank you're doing, we'll start in 3, 2, 1, go. If you need a little extra push, lift the top leg up. There's always options. Halfway there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Take your 15 seconds to roll on over to the other side. We're gonna go up in 5 seconds. Whichever version you'd like. 3, 2, 1, and lift those hips up. Halfway there. 5 seconds. Keep the hips lifted. 3, 2, 1, and down. All right. Do a little roll on over so you're sitting, facing the camera. Catch your breath while I'll explain. So just like that boat pose that we worked on earlier, the first option is going to be practicing that boat pose, where on your sit bones, chest is lifted. You're going to try to use your core and your hip flexors to lift your legs up. You can support underneath your knees or reach for your heels. Option 1, if you're working on boat, if you want to up it a little bit, you're going to go from your boat and you're going to lean back, press into your low back, come into a little hollow position, and then bounce back up to your boat, and you're going to go back and forth like that for the 30 seconds. Whoa, if you can get back up. All right, let's start in 3, 2, 1, go. Boat or boat to hollows and back. Halfway there. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. 15 seconds to catch your breath. And our last one of the first round, we're gonna do 2 rounds, is push-ups, everybody's favorite. So a couple options for push-ups. You can go on your knees or your toes, or you can find something on an incline like the wall or a table and do it from standing on your feet, just leaning on a little incline. So let's get through these. Let's start right away in 3, 2, 1, go. So worry more about your form. Try to keep everything nice and tight. Take a break when you need to. Grip the floor, protect your wrists. Halfway there. You got it. These ones are tough. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Woo, and break. Let's take a minute here to catch our breath. Good job, guys. Roll your wrists out. Grab a sip of water. Round 1 done, halfway there. So we're almost through our minute of rest. So we're starting right back from the start. And that is forearm planks, or those walks from forearm to full plank. Let's get her going. Get yourself set up. Let's do it in 3, 2, 1, go. Only 3 minutes of exercising left, and then you're done. Halfway there, switch your starting hand. Squeeze your legs and your glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. 15 seconds. Catch your breath. You're gonna roll onto your back, and it's the ab bikes. Opposite knee to opposite elbow. Roll onto your back. Hands behind your head. Press your low back into the floor. 3, 2, 1, go. Halfway there, you got it. Press that low back into the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. First minute done, 2 minutes left. So we're gonna go for our side planks. Pick a side. Get yourself ready. We'll start in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and lift those hips up. If you find yourself struggling, you can bring one of either your knees down or a foot up to kind of help you out. Halfway there. Lift those hips a little bit higher, 5 seconds. And release. Take those 15 seconds of break to roll on over to the other side. Get yourself propped up. 5, 3, 2, 1, and lift up. Keep lifting everything up. Engage your legs, your glutes. Press away from the floor with your forearm. 10 seconds left. 5, 3, 2, 1. Release. Good job. Little breather. Bring yourself back to your seat. 2 exercises left. So we're going for boat. Remember, you can practice working on your boat, lifting one leg, supporting yourself with your toes, or we're going hollow to boat. Okay, let's start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Action, 30 seconds. Ten seconds left. Last time you have to do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. All right. Last and final one. Let's just power through it so we can add in a couple stretches. Roll on over to your front. Remember, you can do push-ups against the wall or the couch from your knees or your toes. Get yourself set up, shoulders over the wrists. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, and go. Push-ups, 30 seconds, however many you can. Halfway there. Five seconds. 4, 3, last one. Come to kneeling, catch your breath. Sigh, let it out, shake your hands out. Roll your shoulders back. Good, let your breathing come to slow. You can swing your arms forward and back. We're going to swing our right arm across. Grab onto it, bring it across our chest for a stretch as you catch your breathing. Good work. Swing it over, across, other arm. Stretch that shoulder out. Release your arms. Come on forward to your tabletop. Opening up our chest, our core, and our shoulders. We're going to walk our hands forward into puppy pose. Hips over the knees and let your chest and chin come down to the floor. Look between your thumbs, grip the floor. Bring your hips down, forearms down. Sphinx pose, little stretch for your abs. Feel like you're pulling the mat apart. Bring your chest through. Gentle here. Slowly roll down, planting your hands. You're gonna bend at the knees, toes together. Let's come back into a child's pose and rest here. Have a few more breaths here in child's pose. Use your hands to slowly press yourself back. You can readjust your knees to a comfortable kneeling position. Sit up nice and tall. Shoulders back and down. Ears above the shoulders. You can close your eyes. Engage your core a little bit. Feel those muscles working. And have a couple breaths here. Maybe do a scan from head to toe. See if your mind's a little clearer. If you're able to shake off the stress of the day just for a half an hour. See if your body feels a little bit more warmed up, energized, so you can tackle the rest of your day. We're just going to do one more inhale and exhale to close the practice. So deep inhale through your nose. And out through your mouth, let it go. You can open your eyes, have a little wiggle, a little smile on your face. And to close it off there, just thank you guys for sharing the practice with me, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste.